What's up, y'all? Make sure you like, subscribe, comment. Thank you for checking out the ROCSI GLENDONE channel. I'm gonna I want to talk about something right quick that I thought about because I don't want people, getting it misconstrued that NWA and Dr. Dre didn't have an influence in anything that I've done, because that's not what I meant to say. I meant to say, one of the last videos, how Rakim, he changed the idea of the flow. And when Nas came into, my equation of me just understanding music and being a listener, hip hop, a fan, Nas, he spoke on what was going on around me. It made it so relatable. Rakim never glamorized certain things. He never made the streets appealing, even though I know Ra was around all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was around so many different things from the history of, what I hear and read. Ra could have glamorized a lot of things, but he didn't. He chose not to. He chose to give you knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. But Nas didn't glamorize it. Nas just put a stamp on it. He let it be known. So I just gravitated towards that more because it was more relatable. I think my 9th grade year, it just went perfect with my 9th grade year because I got off into the streets real hard, and everything that Nas and Mobb Deep was saying was like right in my pocket, right in front of me. It was just right there. I'm not from the West Coast, so I couldn't ride that West Coast bandwagon. And I try to go back and listen to Doggy Style. I'm a big fan of Doggy Style. I don't want to take anything away from the writing style of The Chronic and Doggy Style. Those are classic albums, classic material in his lifetime. But I would have to say The Chronic. Whoever wrote The Chronic, they really did a good job of giving you a conscious message with, good production at that time. And then when Doggy Style came, it just seemed very, monotonous. The writing was very monotonous. A lot of spelling, Snoop spelling his name down there on every song. So I can't really just be like, I can't really just give it to Snoop and Death Row, the way everybody else would. As a fan, I just can't do that. I have to say Nas gave everybody from east to west, north to south, something that they can say, yeah, we doing that, and we can relate to Nas. So, I wanted to address that and say that, from my songwriting and fan of hip hop and diary point of view of what it did for me. But, when I go back also and I listen to the DLC, I wonder, if the DLC never would have gotten into a car accident. I tell people all the time, I've been saying this for a long time, if the DLC never would have gotten into a car accident, what would the DLC have been to the West Coast? I look at DLC as being the first Nas. That's the way I look at the DLC. I thought the DLC was dope. He had, many topics, many deliveries. And I think Dre, from the way it feels, the vibe, it just seemed like Dre loved working with the DLC also. But yeah, I just wanted to go back so I can move forward with this diary, this video, without people thinking anything different about what I felt about the West Coast. Because the West Coast, it played a big role in hip. The West Coast was hip hop at one point. But I think Common said it when he wrote that song called "I Used to Love Her." I think he said it best. The West Coast had its moment, but I think people wanted to get back to the essence. And I think Nas set the tone for what that essence is, what it was, and people gravitated towards that. I wonder if Tupac felt that. I wonder if Tupac was intimidated by that. to the point to where he would kind of pick fights a little bit by saying, Nas bit Rakim style. That's something that you would kind of think of and say in the midst of being a fan of someone's music. And it's funny because I hear a lot of his partners, they say, Pac would often listen to Nas and listen to Big. Same thing with Big and same thing with Nas. I hear they would often listen to Pac. It wasn't like, it would just you all out hate the music. They would listen to music, listen to, the music. And, while going through the feud with the media and media promoting the East Coast, West Coast nonsense. So yeah, good music is good music. You have to listen. Especially when you're writing music. Like I said on the last video, Pac was a thespian. He had to know what's going on in order to act out the play. He was like the best, one of the, if not the best, he was definitely one of the best to ever, give us his life in real time. Never breaking character. But yeah, that's all on this joint. Peace and love, y'all. Subscribe, like, and all that. The ROCSI GLENDONE channel, whatever. All right, peace.